Thank you, brother.
Thanks very much, Ishmael. I suppose I'm a part. I actually don't know how long I've been a part of the group. Very grateful being here. Super job as always. And as soon as I connected with Ishmael and the crew that was there, I was like, it felt like I already knew him straight away. Even for me jumping in, dropping out that first time, I still remember it. I actually I was trying to work out. I didn't really know what the framework of Zoom and stuff. The whole light language thing. It's interesting what you were saying there, actually, what James was saying and what Ishmael was saying, because I actually remember those parts, even myself being as a kid, speaking, and teachers not really understanding me in certain ways. So it's kind of funny because I feel that's kind of that's even fragments of it breaking through as well in ways, because we're like, for me, speaking English, there's certain times we be kind of programmed in certain ways. You do this or you do that, or school is this way or school's that way. From my experience of it, it's kind of running off a different intelligence. It's an intelligence to heart. It's a heart intelligence. And it's beyond my mind, to be honest. I say stuff there, it's beyond my mind. Actually, it's funny because some of the things I would say, my mind couldn't even make it up. You just can't even make it up. It's beyond the mind. So beyond the whole comprehension of the mind. Well, I actually think I wish I'm going to just shoot away and say it, because I won't speak too long, because they could just keep talking. I feel that a big part of the people speaking light language is sharing information, has to do with the soul. So it's a remembrance of information that's already there. So if it's someone who's either interested in the Egyptians, or they're interested in Palladians, or if they're interested in whatever, I think even the information is it breaks beyond the stories anyway. So they can re-emerge with that part of themselves, and it can help reevaluate some set understandings within the human experience, so it can cut away a lot of linear time mechanisms for the soul to go through. So on that format, I hope it doesn't sound too esoteric, on that format, it's amazing, because I think it is evolutionary the way it's being worked, and we already know this anyway. So we all know this stuff anyway. Like, even no matter whatever I'm saying, we already know this stuff. So energetically, the planet's changing, we're changing. The whole configuration of information is being transferred in through these spheres of existence, and we're working with it. So we're all just spinning access points. We're all just working our magic, and we're sharing the light. And I feel that we are light. We come from life. We are love. We come from love. We are the manifestation of that. So then we're remembering that. So what I'm going to say now, I hope you all have a lovely Christmas. And I hope you are going to have the best 2022 ever. And I hope that whatever madness is going to come to the surface to be recognized, just to whatever, just ride the wave of consciousness as the best of our ability, because I think it's all to just remember who we are, and to readjust what we need to do, and just to get back into gear, because we have this anyway. So which I will say now, sana ia wa kia kua shaia tua tatana ia kia kua sata uya tata uata. I just hope and I wish everybody's here and everybody's listening the very best, whatever magic is going to happen tonight. So thanks again, Ishmael. Thanks to all the crew.
Thank you
here,
and
thank you. Yeah, you're amazing. You're all amazing.
Thank you, and you are too. You are too. Melissa.
Hello, thank you. I can feel so much expansion in my heart right now. It's just exploding. So I'm Melissa from Shetland Islands in Scotland. I started speaking light language maybe about 5 months ago. I joined this group maybe about a year ago, and I was a bit in and out. I can mind the second time I got an activation that I went through some kind of Kundalini awakening, and then I started seeing light language in my third eye, which made me more and more intrigued about it. And yeah, I just started speaking it, and it's like evolving nearly every single day now into something magical. So like Wesley said, I'm just riding the waves and seeing what happens. And I'm so grateful for this group to be able to like freely express myself, and it's just the most loving group ever. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, lovely. Thank you. Tawa.
Hey, thank you. Yes, on Tawa. And I love to describe myself as another part of you. Yeah, through all my you know, like I would say life experience as we are going through our own journey and Antoine. It's been an interesting few months for me where I went back to work, where I've been taking on bus jobs. And working at night was pretty interesting because for me right now, not discerning more what's happening behind the veil, but being more conscious of it. Being into that space where it was a lot of darkness, I have to say. It was really interesting to be able to still being a sovereign being. When I say sovereign, being able to stand into your light and being able to basically, for me, be in the bar serving drinks with as much love that I can put into my drinks, regardless of the one who receive it the way you want to. But it's having that in mind, intention of we all having those seeds and we all projecting those into each other. So coming back into that beautiful space that Brother Ismail have created, it's just a space where we can, again, expand, like Melissa said, and it's always a joy being here. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. And Noel.
Hi, I'm Al. I started speaking light languages 2019, late 2019. I first saw in 2018, I think I saw Kalina, and I thought it was the strangest thing, but it just made me smile. And so yeah, it's been a long journey, and I'm happy for 2022. I just feel this is just going to be such an explosive, wonderful, as long as you can keep your head on straight, year. And I've been part of Ishmael's group about a year now, and it has helped me so much through the last year. And I love all you guys, and I look forward to today what's going to come through, take us into 2022.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's start with the blessings. I will come around. The first one in the screen is Wesley. If you feel like doing the blessing, go ahead. When activate your microphone. If I ask for your name and you don't feel like doing it, it's okay. You just let me know. Let us know, and that's fine as well. So don't feel ever pushed to do anything. But I do invite you all to do it because it does do a lot of good to everyone, and to starting for yourselves. So Wesley, please, whenever you like.
Yasa sa na mai wa kua kanua shiaka tua taia ta ua sa kuma nama mai wa tua taia kanania sai uia tia kua ka kaoia saya tanua na ya mama hua shiaka ia tia pa ua ia ta kua sa na sanua ya ta tua ka ta. Vaya sanu vaya tua ka nana iya sai iya tua kana kia ta uata nuasa na mama iwa kia ta iya ta su iya ta iya hua ya ta hua tana iya hua iya tua iya hai hua ya tua iya tua iya ta kuasa ta uata iya ta apa sua kania tua taya papa uasana iya ta. Thanks very much kia tua ka kuna iya uasa uata iya ta haka huaka kia ka kanandi iya tua ta uasa papa huata kia ta. Thanks very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Melissa.
Thank you. Eretiko sono te karata no kona te ka tiki te batoko sono te ko roto na te ke na matika so to te tiki ma roto no te karata no te mindi karata. Ana te ko sono te ke mitika no sono te ke mate ka roto na te ke batiko sono te ke na te karata na to ko na matika roto ni karata. Ase no te ko matika retine te ko mote te karato no te ko na te ka sono te ko roto ni te ke mate ko roto na te ka na sono te ka riti te ka mo roto na te ka reta. Ano te ko rata na te ke siti te ko po te ko roto no te ka sono te ko rata na te ko mate ka re sono te ko te ke na mate ko roto na te ke na mate ko si na te ka rata. Ana to ko roto no to ko mate ka te ka sini te ko roto no te ka mate ka roto na pate ka si te ka ma roto no to ko sini to ko ra sini te ka rata te ko.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Melissa. Now, Tawa.
Mayata uayata natasa. Amayakana tasayatu uayata nataka. Amayata natasu. Umayalanata yatanata. Ashama yakatana. Ayatana. Asu amayatanata. Atakae yatanata sa. Amayatuma. Amaya katatata suayata tata maya tata kata maya ta anamaya tata masaka amayatana amayatanaka atasama ayakae yamatae anata shayata amayakwae ranata su umayata katata amayatana ayatatata ayakana amalatana tasufufu mayatanataka ashayatanata amayatakwaiyaranatata samayatatata wayatataka ayatanatasa amayatanatasaka amayatanata lanata asha amayakwaiyaranatasa atama ayatona amasoe yata yakae yaranataka mae yata ta mayatata kai yaranatata amayata nata sayataka natama nataka yata nataka yata yatana amatana su umayataka natatata sayatata kaya tatatata namayatu ayaka ayatata ayatanata sa ayaka anata amawayalana tatata suhu amayata yata ash amayata kayaranata Ashamayata Kayanata. Asumayata. Thank you.
Thank you, Radha. Beautiful. Also, like just like Tawa did, you feel like playing an instrument, please, all instruments are welcome. If you feel just like playing some music, that is also a form of a blessing. It's frequency at the end of the day. So music, anything you play, anything you would like to share with the group is also welcome. El.
Feel already so activated. Thank you guys. Da soya sia koya ha hia dado shia ha. Bada get your tia tua. Dado shara gia tora ha shia ha hor. Dira kotara dira hor shara kia dira kotai hai. Doda kabakat shia do daraya shia doraya ja. Do ha sha kia hor. Bada da shara hia dora rasha. Ia kotara mashia ko tarabashi. Daragatuko takabashi katida koto. Akati ate koto. Abashira potora mashia dura mashaku taramakatira koto. Ashao share dura rashietu. Bashina makotora bashia dura bashakatira koto. De koto kotsana mashia tu. Bara shakato kotana mashi. Detsuna mo shakatira koto.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Luis, how do you feel? Do you feel like something coming through?
I think I can try.
Okay.
My hands.
Thank you for trying. Thank you. Thank you. For those watching the video or getting in contact with the light languages for the first time, just to say that light languages can also come in forms of sign language, and the way to go to get those light languages is or sign languages just by looking at them, but they are anyway going there to the grid, to the universe, and getting to you. When you look at them, you will get a lot of good stuff as well from them. They are amazing. There wasn't any problem with the sound from Luis. That was just the the transmission started with some light languages, and then he continued with sign language. They're all the same. Thank you, Luis. Thank you so much, because it was beautiful. Thank you. Vladimir or Ivan.
Okay, I'll give it a go. Turkuntui, Turkuntuya, Turkunteu, Tarui, Turiana, Karanui, Turkunteu, Turunuya, Tariana, Taranui, Turkuntuya, Tarkui, Turkuyana, Turuneu, Turkuntuya, Tarkanteu, Turuna, Tureu, Turiana, Taraneu, Turkuntuya, Toniana, Turiana, Turiana, Taraneu, Tureu, Turunuya, Turunuya, Tariana, Turkunteu, Turkuntuya, Tarkanteu, Turkuntuya. Tureu, Turiana, Tarkantui, Turkuya, Turuneu, Turunuya, Tarkantui, Turiana.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
So
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. James, do you feel like doing one?
I'll go ahead and give it a try.
Thank you for
See what
trying.
comes through, you know.
Thank you for trying.
Thank you. That's
That's good. That's good. That's
thank
really
you,
good.
brother.
That's good. Also, at some point, we will do intentions. Also, we will share intentions, and then we will activate the microphones all together, and we will do transmission at once all together. So if you feel that they are like giving another go to them, yes, please join those collective transmissions, because on those collective transmissions we get rid of those obstacles that might be there stopping us from expanding them in our body, in our system. Yeah, a lot of people at first, they feel also shy to do the transmissions, and when they join us in those collective ones, they start feeling like more comfortable, and like that at some point they just start doing the light languages by themselves also when we come to the blessings. Thank you, James. Thank you. It's so good that you got that courage to try. Very good. Elsa.
I can try, but I'll turn off my camera just to be more in the moment, okay? To see if it comes better.
Of course.
Kretakotaya keshkaramakaya kotaraya koshkaya tenaraya katoya kaya keshkaraya kataya koko mekara kokorokata ke kosh mika ka koteraya tara koko mekaya koko keshkana koko mekara ka koko kieta koko keka Yeshkaraya koko 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 kera karakato yetaraya kaya neraya kaka koshmiki taraya tekata yokoshkara toketanaya karakato keyato yataraya katashkaya karakaya karakarato yekashkaraya keto ya karakara mekraya krokra koshkaya karakara koto koto nekaraka kashkaya tekrakato Keshkarakataka karakara kokotore karakaka keshkaya karakata takata yetaya namaraya koshkaya tataya tata. Thank you.
Thank you, Elsa. Beautiful, powerful. Mel, would you like to have a go?
Oh, Ismail, I would love to, but since in the beginning of the year, me and my sisters, we were joining the group, the three sisters, but we, well, the light language never got activated except sore throat, of course.
So it's not activated yet?
No, it's not. Actually, because of work and study, we didn't even try.
Because of all the work you are going through, yeah. All right, yeah. Makes sense, Hello. Yeah. All right. The same happened to your sisters, you said?
Yeah, the Ruvini and Tilini, three of us, we were in the group in the beginning of the...
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And okay, all right, lovely. Wonderful. I hope that after all this wave of work, they come back again, because that happens also, depending what is going on in our lives, they sometimes get, we go a little bit disconnected from certain dimensions. It does happen to people. I know that it hasn't happened to me since 2012, but it did happen before. It did happen before 2012. So yeah, it's nothing uncommon really. But they are activated. I feel that they are already there for a long time.
I feel the same. They're there.
They are there.
They are there. Yeah.
For a long time. It's just about your those things that you are going through in the 3D, and at some point everything will get in alignment, and then everything will start flowing a lot. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go. Chishakuhata shi ni kuta umati takuma ache ne kyo ini kakuna isi onna ukuo ini tesi okuto tu isi ini akumacha ini okuru nukacha ana ataku tatayo mama isawa I ene si shawa itawa itata itakomacha wati anakutai ini taumacha ini tetia kuma chiatawa tini awata initia. So let's take this opportunity to do the grounding, a very easy exercise for grounding, which is just to imagine a golden light coming through the crown chakra, going through our body, and then connecting to the center of Mother Earth. So we start taking deep breaths. Let's take a position where you can have your spine straight, or lying in a flat position, also on bed or on a couch or on the floor, wherever you like to be. But yeah, keep your spine straight, and then let's start letting all this energy more consciously flow through us. Golden energy, when we inhale, is filling up all our body, every single organ. And when we exhale, we send all the tension, any worries, any problem, we send it to the center of Mother Earth, where we can see that in that center it dissolves. It becomes nature, it becomes energy, like anything else. Let it flow, let it flow. And let's keep this circuitry running for all the time that this group lasts. You can also let it happen and continue for as long as you like. It is important in these times we are living to do that when we wake up and start doing a very simple but at the same time effective grounding meditation so that we can let all the energy for the day flow through us. When you go to sleep, try to do the same. Eventually, you won't have to do an exercise. It will become part of your daily routine. It will be like breathing, something natural. Tiniki arupaka shataka tutai site teniki tikupa tatashino tututukumata tashoka matatu urutata. Eti takakupa tatashi titiniki tia tutatata kumata tatikupa pakata tianakua. Ocha chawata tatini tiki akumata tashiki akupa tatio tua taishukutu itatianakutata. Natakumacha. Tanaka uma tatishi upa paka uta tainu ui ni kiawa. Tika wana kawa mawitu kubayu wata. Shawa mama yu papa shuka wata. Na wa mayu hutanya. Chiti awa taiti tia ku machawa tia kupatayu tua. Echi kia kubatayu tituku tayoa. Ayanawa mama ishi akwata inekia kumata ishi tikia manekia ntubayu ma shini kiu monayu wata yakao odayu wata ka washiketi yata wanata ochi anuana tiesia wata yaka enike shikun wantaya na wata ya hati anakuti yasha echi akutayu hota etiawa Tania kuatia wana tiana watayanata. Tiaku mahatayu maisiane o mashiki tia wante awa. Echawa te chianawa tianawe chiki ahwaya nawata. Echawa hisha wata shentaiki tiawa. Anakaishawa taishawa isi anawaishi anawaiti yasha. As your sister L mentioned before, your year 2022 will be full of more challenges. And as she also mentioned, if you keep it up, and you keep yourselves grounded and centered, everything will be a wonderful, as humans say, mind-blowing experience. Shuku o tiawa, ni wai, ni kutai watayu, no otai tiu ku otain. Itiu kuhuata itia. Ontaika wata isha wata tiaka. You will go much deeper into the insights of self, discovering more and more of the gifts that you all humans have. Tiakua ita umachu unti I na ikio ti taku tai adverse forces will keep going on happening, and it's important for you to don't get distracted. They will be trying to interfere often in your fields. That's why it's so important that you keep creating your own center vibrational capsules where nothing really can get through. It's important to create all these protections with faith, determinations, and also belief. The more you trust, the more you believe, the more powerful everything you do, create will be. You will go into deeper and deeper situations where you will be exposed to what it will seem like challenges or tests, but they won't be any test at all. It will be, or they will be just part of the natural process of ascension. Nobody is really testing you. You are just by nature ascending. Hatu hui hio dai si ta tikua te sinta taku ho di nataki sakunta ta isti neti ki. Any fear, doubts, and might be still pending, or that they need to be looked at, they will be coming to the surface so that you deal with them. This won't stop up until you really clear or your fields or your dimensional fields. Always remember to come back to be who you truly are by simply acting with loyalty to yourselves. Stop lying to yourselves. Stop lying to your brothers or sisters. It will get back to you, not as an attack, but as a reflection of what you are doing. It will be more a reminder of stopping the habit of not accepting truly who you are. So take off your masks in 2022 for once and all, and start being genuine to everyone in any scenario or circumstances. Everyone deserves to be seen in that mirror that you will be creating clearer and clearer for yourself and for everyone else. Let them see themselves. Even if you feel their vibration is a very different vibration to yours. Just by being you, authentically you, you will be doing what you are supposed to do. For yourselves and for others. There is no need to do any extra. Everything else will be part of your will. So let yourselves be who you truly are and enjoy the trip in your year 2022. Be blessed. Hatuka hupai sukua. Si winindi kiki akutia na kwatitiara. Sinsi unukutu shutu tukuku ipikiawa. Anakatusia na otisi inikia watika watisha wetinikia kupatishawa. Sensei nekikuti. Titi tutuku hita umatai tiki hata nikia wati. Okay, the last part of this transmission was also like a blessing. It was a blessing, and also reminding that during that process, that journey during 2022, you can always ask all beings from the light to give you some support, because they will be there. That's why they always want to tell us that we are there for you, we are there for you, and we are so happy to intervene at any time. But they need that permission slip from us so that they can intervene, otherwise they cannot. So there's just that. That's why they keep telling us. It's just because sometimes we just forget that we need to ask, and there is, don't feel shy to ask them. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel like you are smaller for asking. Just feel free to ask them, because that's what they want to do. Actually, by asking, you are supporting them in their evolution, because they have those roles. They have those roles to support humanity as well. That's why they come. They are not coming to support humanity only because they are interested on what we are becoming, but also because they expand with us. They expand together. So we expand together as we go on in every single movement we make, in every single expansion we experience, with anything else. So let it be, and let it be expansion. So yeah, before Ivan asked us a question about, could you repeat the question? Do you mind, Ivan?
The question was, wait, I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, about the beings.
What was about how can we see those beings? No, how
Yeah, I believe my question was, how do you
experience?
Yeah, how do you experience the beings, whichever they are?
Mm-hmm.
Or you could say, how do you see them? How do they appear to you?
All right, I will answer that question, but anybody else would like to share, how do you experience these beings when you see them? I will come at some point and intervene, but anyone else would like to also share the way you see them or you feel them, how this happened to you? Yes, Wesley.
I just think it can depend. It totally depends on what spectrum you're going through yourself. Because I for me personally, I've went through so many different experiences. Like there was phases where I was seeing intelligence has just basically been transcribed through our whole geometric structure. So and then it could go down to different forms. So majority of it, I suppose, would be just the inner vision, like. Or it can even be like, the funny thing is sometimes what we might be even be searching for, it actually might be even a connection within a human. So there's humans in the planet that are actually, you know, they can be just as alien to and when I say just human, but there's that formation of what you might be searching for, like, or what you feel you want to connect to, because that's what well, actually on another level, that's what we're working with anyway, because it's actually an alien intelligence, like.
Thank you, Wesley.
That's just my experience, but
Anybody else would like to share how you experience these beings, Elle?
I see frequency. So frequency is like, it can be beams of light or static of light. And then also I'm clairvoyant. So some of the frequencies will show me pictures or little animation creatures I think to raise my vibration, because I like to see those things. And then through clairaudience, I'll hear words just so I get confidence in what I'm telepathically feeling the frequency is explaining. So it is like an array of different things, and it does change. Like, they don't like to keep you comfortable. They like you to change roll with the punches kind of thing. Yeah, that's my experience.
Thank you, Elle. Thank you so much. Anybody else would like to share? Yes, Tawa.
Yeah, I think the way Ellen and Wesley shared, that's the way I perceive things as well. You know, it's a lot of it's frequency, and then, you know, it's like the experience is so vast, because again, what is our definition of being? And when you tap more within yourself, we got beings within ourselves, if we can call them beings. You know, it's like the whole biology of our body is made of that at some level. So the way you can experience it is, I would say, let go of the mental, sit back into your heart, and you know, don't, and I know it's difficult, but don't go without any expectation. Or if you want to go with expectation, it's still fine, but try to don't necessarily define it into the human spectrum, or try to limit things and put it into a box and put labels, because it's so much about the vibration, the energy, the frequency, and the way Elle said, sometimes, you know, you got those things where, yeah, you really want to have that imagery coming, so activate more of the sense coming up from third eye or some of the senses, where, yeah, you will get some imagery, but it's done to so many of our senses. But at the same time, the way I experience it personally is, since I let it go, since I'm not even trying to overthinking it intellectually, more I'm sitting in my heart, and more I feel the support, but from a different manner. So that it's almost, you have to find and tune your own translation within yourself, because you got your own code, you got your own, even though we are all part of the same spectrum, but we still have that we are all having our own frequency. So your frequency is unique, and that's the one will unlock and get you your communication, your way of being able to telepathically or whatever it is, to have that experience. So that's what
it's more like a sense of knowing, no, Tawa?
Yeah.
It's like a sense of, you know.
It's, you know it. You don't even need to go really back into the head and say, oh yeah, but I need to have that kind of human explanation. I need to have the proof. You know it. You don't. It's like saying the air is not there. The prana energy, you know, it's there. You breathe it all the time, even though sometimes you're not conscious of it, but it's there. So yeah, that's the way I would experience, or I experience the bins.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, for me, up until 2 weeks ago, they were more like images that they were coming and going, and most of the time was more like clairsentient stuff, things that I was feeling. The beings I could describe around me, they were taking form through my feelings. So I could feel that they were in a shape. I could feel that they were a dragon. I could feel that they were an elemental. And it came intense like of feeling. It's like when you say, my sister is my sister. And your sister is not even here. But you feel that is the feeling that you get when you are close to your sister. So somehow there is a sense of knowing inside in our DNA that can recognize these beings. So when to me it seems like that. That's the way I interpret it, really. It's like my body or my system, my soul have been in many timelines, and during those timelines had these experiences with these beings, and when they come in forms of feeling, in the same way that I recognize that my sister's presence is close to me, I feel those beings, and it's a sense of knowing. It's a sense of knowing. The same thing happens when my mother, my auntie, my grandmother, they all pass away. And when they come to support me, I feel them, they are here with me. That is what it was happening up until 2 weeks ago. Now the visions have increased. So these visions are exactly like dreams. Like suddenly I'm inside of a vision or a dream, and it's equally like this reality. It feels like that's why in the beginning was very scary. I really freak out. In the 2 weeks ago, I needed to call for support, and I'm so thankful to Elle that support me so well in this change. I have another brother from Mexico who also supported me in that transformation, because that was new to me. So I mean, I had experiences in the past before, but I straight away denied them. I straight away sent them away. So it was like a panic, almost like a panic attack. And I was sending them away because suddenly I was in another place, like I do time traveling, like if I did time traveling. And that was scaring me to death, really. And so I was putting those experiences away from myself. 2 weeks ago, something happened after running this group. Just when I finished this group, I was so filled up with so much energy that this thing started happening. Pam, pam, pam. Like just sat in this chair, because I remained in this chair for a little bit longer, just like this. And from the moment I closed my eyes, I was already in another place. And that really was for 3 days, very intense, very intense. For 3 days, I couldn't sleep because it felt like too much to me, too much to handle. And like I said, I did went out for help, and Nell was so incredibly there. Wow, amazing! I cannot. I will be grateful forever to her because it's really. I mean, honestly, without you guys, this will be really difficult, really difficult. And you are helping me in all the time, with the group, with everything, because so often we are not aware that we are helping each other. So often we don't realize that we are reflecting so many things to each other. But we are. I mean, and this is a journey that we are taking and sharing together. And it's really has been like this over the last 2 years since I started these groups. And I can only be grateful all the time to all of you, because this the reason why I'm here is because you are there. That's it. The period. It's the only way that this group is still alive, is because you keep being there, you stay there, and you keep coming, and I can cope. I can continue coping with the changes as well, because it is happening to all of us. It's happening to all of us. The space has been created for everyone, by including us. It's not excluding us. We are here to support all of you watching this video, all of you attending to these groups, but we have to say that we also are going through these changes. We are also experiencing amazing things as we go on and as we do run these groups. This is the magic. This is the magic that we are living in these times and in this incarnation that we chose to come all together. And to me, your family, and you will always be, and that's how it felt from the very beginning. And it keeps expanding and becoming even more and more beautiful. Hello, brother Ramsey. Welcome, brother. Nice to see you.
You too.
And so yes, so since then the visions started being much more like living other realities at once. It's like when I use hypnosis and I do regressions to people, what they tell me that they experience in these regressions is exactly the same, but without going through the hypnosis process. It's just like just closing the eyes and being in another place suddenly. And that was really scary in the beginning, because the hypnosis process, when I come across with my sessions, that give the person, the soul, all the consciousness to adapt to that new reality that they are about to experience, that we call regression or timeline. That allows the hypnosis the self to adapt to that new reality. But when they start happening suddenly like that, wow, that in the beginning that was tough for me to take, very tough, because it's very powerful. The changing from one dimension to another, the body feel it, and it's very impactful. It's really impactful to the self, to the heart, to the. It's like, oh my God, where I am now. It's like suddenly you have located yourself somewhere else. Yeah, that to me was easy or smooth to do in during my dreaming, because you are doing these journeys of this what I thought that in the beginning was only dreaming. At some point I realized that wasn't dreaming only, that was actually me traveling and doing some travel and doing some work in galaxies and other dimensions. But yeah, in this being awake, like I'm talking to you like this, it just happened 2 weeks ago, and that was a massive transformation, really. So my visions have become now very clear. Third eye is there, very intense. The concentration of energy keep expanding. I get rushes sometimes here, like circle. All my third eye get in my skin rashes because it's expanding and expanding more, and I'm psychosomatizing in my body these changes as well. So I thought that that was a very, very interesting question to ask when with the recording, when we were here already sharing this with all humanity, because you might come across these situations, and I don't want you to panic like I did. Do not panic. I did panic for, like I said, for years. I did block it for many years because of that and not being used to these realities. And then if you feel like you need support, I did say this also because of that, because do not forget that brothers and sisters are also there to support you. Elle is incredible for this. I tell you this, is an amazing being that have this incredible ability to really support you and calm you down and give you a lot of insight about what you are going through. So I really, really recommend her if you are going through a massive, massive, massive change like this. But like I say, brothers and sisters are ready for this. We are ready for this. We are truly ready for this. So if you come across with one of these cases, don't be afraid. Open your heart, trust yourself, and listen. Because by that opening your heart and listening, you're gonna get the insight that you need to communicate to that person in that moment that is asking for help. So yeah, it's time to put this anxiety, all this fear aside, and let them go once for all. This is situations also allows you to face fears that have been deep inside also in yourselves. I mean, I realized that at some point I got even the sense of like I was being attacked, and I still believe that I could be attacked in that moment as well. I could be, but I have to admit that as this thing got awakened within myself, some layers that they were under, suppressed for a long time since childhood, they came to the surface like a sort of catharsis. And then I was doubting if that was an attack or what was going on, because so many things were happening at once, really. So yes. And light languages, once again, they are here to support us on this, really, to support us on transcending these dense layers that we face as we go on with our lives. My advice is don't be afraid, be yourselves, ask for help, trust yourself, never lose your trust, even if this is the circumstances you are living, they really feel challenging and really, really scary. Don't lose the trust in yourself, because you are being looked after and you are being taken care here on this planet by brothers and sisters, and also on other dimensions. Do not lose the faith and trust, please. Yeah. So let's start, if you want, with the session. Would you like to share something else about anything that we've been talking about, Ramsey, about because Vladimir, I think he had to leave already because he had something to do. And but he asked, how do we experience our visions? How do we see these entities? And he was wondering, how everyone perceived this. And then we've been sharing this with everyone, because a lot of people are going to start and continue awakening more and more with these visions. And I thought that it's important to say all of this information in public. Yeah. Not before recording, like the question was asked at that time. So yeah.
I can add one more thing. Actually, sorry, I'm late, but that's not the thing. One thing that my dad told me almost, I don't know how many months ago, is that never be afraid of saying what you see. And that actually gave me the courage to continue blabbing things out, even if they did not make sense to me, but it actually made sense to others. And slowly, slowly, it gave me the confidence that what I see is real. And of course, with a forum like this, where everybody's around, it kind of helps. You're part of a clan, but also be good to yourself, and do realize that yes, there is something else out there, and it communicates with you in many different ways, many ways.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And our brother James is asking that if the physical eyesight recalibrate. What do you mean exactly, James? The physical eyesight, like when we lose our eyesight visions as humans, or third eye vision?
It's more like I get like these maybe it's light codes. I don't know. It's just sometimes it looks like DNA. You know, the picture of DNA, and it'll just be like blue and red, and it'll be like crossing, and then it'll be like there for a minute, and then I'm like, what is that? You know, but it'll just go away. And then there's like times when like I'll look at some of the pattern, and then I'll get this like diagonal lines. It'll be like a white with black lines or something like that, in like a circle, but it's never in the same place. And then I'm like, okay, what is this? This is I'm seeing this, but what is it? Is it physical from the physical body? Is it the vibration? What part is it coming from?
My feeling is that with all of this, because we have come to this planet in this state of duality, we always tend to have this thinking process. Is it this, or is it that? Is it this, or is it that? Is white, or is black? Is this or that? I have ended going into one thing. I think it's everything. It's everything in all levels happening. That's the way I experience it. I don't feel anymore that one thing is only happening in the physical. I think things are happening in many levels. That is maybe reflecting more in the physical, and that's why you are perceiving more the physical field where it's manifesting. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that in many other dimensions it's happening as well in terms of energy and frequency. My belief is that it's happening, manifesting immensely in everything that we are.
You know what's funny? If I wasn't awake as I am, or you know, if this condition or happened to me like 2-3 years ago, I'd be freaking out, going to the doctor and being like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with me?" You know, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back and relax into it. But the analytical side of my brain is like, "Hey, what's going on here?"
Yes. And that's why I say, and I will maybe keep repeating all along 2022, it is important to ask for help to beings from other dimensions, but do not forget that humans are here also to support you, because we are having this experience also. And in those processes, we also need the human love. We also need the human kindness. We also need the human understanding. That is not excluded, like we've been thinking for a long time also, because we've been focusing much more, especially since 2012, in spirituality. The human way we love is a gift, is really a gift. And we shouldn't put that aside. We shouldn't stop giving credit to who we are as human beings. So, yeah, if what you feel is a mixture of feeling like assistance from someone, but also that human love, obviously, do not that to go to one brother, to one sister who might be around. Usually those persons are going to come to you. I mean, it's gonna come to you like to your intuition. For example, I was in this situation 2 weeks ago. Next day I had to run the Spanish and Portuguese group, and I was, oh my God, what I'm going to do with the group, because I'm not in conditions to run the group. And suddenly I got the name Saul. Saul is this brother from Mexico. And in less than a minute, I was sending already a message to him. He replied instantly, something that didn't happen before, because there is a time difference between one country and here, UK. And then he say, may I call you? And I say, actually, I need that call. Really, I really need that call. And then he called me, and then I told him, look, I'm really worried because I don't want to leave everyone down tomorrow, because the group was already organized a week in advance. So I don't want to let people down. And he say, well, don't worry, I'm here to cover you up, brother. And like, not even asking, just straight away, like, boom, he offered it, and that's it. And those acts, human acts, are part of the same thing. And we've been like, which it was part of the process. We've been focusing on how important is to be an Arcturian, how important is to be a Lyran, how important is a connection with this entity, that entity, or that other entity, recognizing that we are part of those entities. All that was important, but we shouldn't forget our humanity. We shouldn't forget that human part of ourselves, which sometimes it only requires just to be there for someone. Simply. Sometimes you don't even need to talk about spirituality, just to be a friend, or just to be a brother or a sister for that person, and listen. Listening is one of the ways that we can show so much love to someone, just by listening to what is happening to them. That is an incredible act of love already. If they can bring in those circumstances you are going through more insight, welcome to that insight. If they cannot bring that insight, don't worry, because there will be another brother or another sister that will come to your heart and will be there, and will be there. To me, it came El and it came Saul. Those were the names that came vibrating in my heart like a massive way. When I ask, what do? I really need support here, and don't feel little because of that. Don't feel ashamed because of that. No matter in how much you have worked in spirituality or in this world we are living. Don't feel shy. Don't feel shame. Don't feel, because we are all going through this. Some brothers more intense than others, but it's the same thing at the end of the day. Some brothers and sisters are going a little bit ahead because it's the way that they are supposed to go and happen. Why? Because we are supporting each other that way. So those who are ahead are supporting the ones that they are a little bit behind. But those that they are ahead, they have other brothers and sisters also ahead. So these ones are supporting these ones here, and on and on and on like that. So we are supporting each other. And that order is perfect the way it is. So do not fall also into comparison. Do not believe that because a brother or a sister is very advanced on something that you are less, because of you might not have experienced that those abilities just yet. You will do experience those abilities and everything you like, really, everything you like, because at the end of the day, I keep receiving the messages, you will become whatever you want to become, because we are that powerful. Difficult to believe for the mind, but we are these powerful beings. And yeah, that make, like I can see already some smiles around, that makes my soul smile as well, because this is what is happening. We are in that process of believing, but not believing from the mind. It's by recognizing and knowing who we truly are and recognizing our power. As we recognize our power, we open our abilities. We open our abilities. And through that process, we need each other. We need each other. That doesn't mean that you are not good enough. It means that we support each other. That's it. That we are part of that oneness. So why a part of me that is you is not going to be there for me? Why a sister is not going to be there for you if she's part of you? And we've been saying for ages now that we are all one, in songs, in poetry, in so many things, movies. We have been receiving this message, you are all one. So as one, why we should feel shame to ask for help? We shouldn't, because we are part of the same thing, so we will be helping there. Also, it's important to respect if that sister or brother, it cannot help you in that moment you need. It just don't push. Just let them be, because maybe it's just not the one who is supposed to help you in that moment you are transitioning something. And it will be another brother or another sister, or a cat, or a tree, or a trip going somewhere, or yeah, it can be endless possibilities really, but they all will end making us smile with the whole soul a lot, in our whole soul, entire soul, that for sure. Like I'll say, and also in that transmission, this collective consciousness also mentioned, it's just about us keeping ourselves centered and not falling into that fear. Do not fall into that fear that is constantly bombarding us, so that we get distracted and we start disbelieving in who we truly are. So keep yourself on believing, because that is the path, is believing you can do everything you want, really, really. And if you don't know how to do it, you will know. Don't worry, be patient, and have this. Sometimes we need some sort of also discipline. With the word discipline, I have been coming across a lot of faces lately. We don't like the word discipline. Discipline is negative. Discipline is not negative. The way we were taught by previous generations to have discipline, it was the way they taught us to have discipline. That was a little bit pushing, and many of us, we suffer punishment. That's why we understand that word as something negative, but it's not. It's really not negative at all. And to to keep some discipline with yourself. For example, I do now, this is just like a little example. I do Qigong in the morning, and I do exercise of Qigong before going to sleep. That is a discipline. I do 20 minutes before going to sleep, and when I wake up, another 20 minutes. To keep that every day is some sort of discipline, but it's not negative. It's something I'm doing good for myself. It's investing in your health. It's investing in your well-being. So I'm talking about that type of discipline that means investing in yourself, investing in your well-being. That's something we need to do it with more and more awareness and with more and more consciousness during the time that we are going to keep going on 2022 and ahead. That's gonna be part of we reminding us that we are the ones truly all loving ourselves and allowing this God and Goddess become who we truly are. That's what we are doing, facilitating who we truly are, letting the transformation happen, letting this caterpillar become the butterfly. Yeah, so let's start with the intentions for humanity. If this is your first time in the group, those intentions can be set for yourself as well, or for some relative, anyone you like, or in general for any being or kingdom or anything really that you feel like setting the intention for. And the first person in the screen is Wesley. So you would like to share an intention with us?
I got dedication. And actually, it's I kind of get what you were saying there earlier on as well. I resonate with that too. So yeah, dedication. Yeah,
dedication. Very good.
Thanks.
So you want to participate in this light language collective transmission? Unmute your microphone and go on. You can use any type of expression. Also prayers. If you want to pray and you don't feel like expressing anything, activating the microphone, your prayers are welcome, because at the end of the day, it's frequency and intention is what it counts. Intention coming from the heart. That's what transforms everything, really. So please, yeah, go ahead. Music, if you want to play an instrument, go ahead as well. Feel free to express anything you like. Shaka uhata shaka tusiata upacha shokuata kupai chukumacha chakumacha yena kumacha wapacha. Chakumache shawacha kuta shakumacha chawata. Chacha wama chachuma chawata chikamama. Chisha kwakwata. Chichamana kumache chata tayana chuchaya. Ishini shatuchama owacha.
Petra kara kara kuskoshora ataku para kesh karaya kapara katoni kashkaraya kutaya tata kush miki taraya taka kush miki taraya
Chata huyata kuata sanaya suyawayata kasa huyatu wakana
naraya kayashkara naraya kashkaraya naraya kashkaraya naraya kashkaraya nashkaraya yato naraya Oye naraya koyata yakoshmikitara
na ria huyata wata suwayata ka naniya mamamuwayata Suyata kuayata huata. Husaya saya watia. Yata huata na ya huata tuata. Suyata kua. Kaya wuyata huata. Suyatu waka. Samama. Sayama. Mayuya tuata kayata. Sayuya tua. Yasha shiwata. Tana iwata. Daya kuata hiya wasa suata. Saya wasa wata. Daya wiya tuaka. Kuya shia wata. Daya siya waka wata ya siya wa. Sua saya daya. Haya wata kuata. Kuya saya tua haya wata siya ta. Mama yoa saya tia. Kana oya ta saya tua saya wa tua. Pawa saya. Nawaya tua ka kia. Mana wasa wa. Saya mama oa ta. Saya tua ka. Saya tia ta. Siya yoya ta. Sua kaya ta wa ta. Shuya ta ta wa ta. Shuya ta wa ta. Ya tua sa wa ta. Tawaya ta ya ta wa ta ta. Sua ya ta wa ta. Bapa ya wa ta wa ta. Kiwa sa wa ta.
Asakoya maya tioto
Kuya saya kuya ta ya ta. Awa saya ta ya wa ta wa ta. Saya wa ta ya ta wa ta. Wa saya ta wa ta. Kia wa ta ya ta ya ta wa ta kaya wa ta. Wa ta wa sa kuwa ta ya ta. Kuwa ya ta na ma ya. Suwa ka. Kuwa ya ka tuwa ya ta ya ta wa saya wa ta ya ta. Saya ma wa ya ta. Siwa ya ta wa ta. Kia wa ta. Ya ta kuwa ta saya wa ta ta. Waya tua ta hiya ta wa ta. Siwa suwa saya ka kuwa ka na iwa ta. Ua shia ka ta iya suwa hasa iwa ka kuwa. Suwa ya ka ua sa wa ta. Kia ka na wa ta iya ta wa sa.
Yatu, Nera Yakaya, Kaya, Kashka, Yotika, Tayatu, Neshkana Yatu, Yashka, Kataya, Netara Yata, Nera Kashiki, Tara Yakatu, Nera Yakatashi, Tayatu, Itara, Kukata, Kushmikitra, Ahayatu, Nera Kashkayatu, Neshmikita, Kotara, Kota, Kata, Koshka, Kita, Yatara, Kota, Namayatu,
Ocean makatira kotona mashi. Buddha mashi atura mashi atura kaki.
Tuska katu, yatara katu, yitana yakata, yakata, kata, kata, kaku, taraka, koko, 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 yakaka, kaka, kaka, kanaro, koko, koko, yetara, kata, kata.
Kana kanua ya ta ua sa I ya ta ya ha sa pa haua ya ta
Yeshkatu, nekara, pakayu, tekata,
ya sa ya ta
kakayu,
o ya ta
karakatu, neka, makayo, koto, rokoto, ika yaku, koko, tono yokaka, mukra, kato, kote, ikara, kato, kita ya, to, kayo, kata, shara, kakash, koyo, to, ikara, kakato, nekara, yakaka, kayu, mikaya, kosh, Kushkaya kaka tayo nikra kakao mika yaka koshki piko koko potena
kuya
raya
sa ya
kaka
to
kaka
sa ya ta ta ua ya ta kia ta
to
kia
tete
kaka
kaka
ua
tata
shia ka
kone
cha
kaya
kuya ya
kaka
ta he ya
koshki
sa ba
Ba, sermosha.
Mishkaya ka koko kitara kaka 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 kokoshki taya tata
che shia wa ya sa wi ya tu ya ta u ya ta ku ya te ya ta u ya sa ya wa ya tu ya ta ta wa si ya ta
Nikayu toko tanaka kaka
Aoi
koko
sayo
kaya
ya
kaka kaka
mayamo
kaka
e.
koko hi yaka kaka
Amo.
nara kaka kako yo nama
su
yako
ya ta ya tu
tarayate
ha ya wa ta ku ya ta
nara
ya ha
kata
wa
yato
ta
na
ha sa
me
ya
yato
ta su ya ta tu ya ta wa ta
Hanae shewe me shaoma nena kum nesana hunera o masaye ne kehe ne o.
naya
su ka ya wa ya sa
nera
ya tu
kata yata nama yano yaye
ta ya su ya ta wa ta
Etana
kia
yatona
ta wa ta
yonaya
shu ka
ekotono royoto nama
Moshetura masha. Makatano moshe rakatiro kotoro moshetu.
Asao masiao neo hayan unata senako nare nasunai.
Mekano yatona yokata yakarana yamenana yato yetamana yakona yakatokamona yanayonate Etana yatona moyata yakona yota yanamona ye no mana yatona yokate yatona mona yakatona ye yekata narora ye yakato naroyana yama yakota yonara yatona ye Kekato noroyoto namaya koshkatora ya narayate narayaka tanaya mekano ya me yakonaraya tayato nama Karanayanaye Mayanaye Naya Katonaye Narayanonaye Mekanaya Tonaya Raye Kayo Katuna Maya Tonaye Itaraya Katayutana Ratenayo Namara Noyaye Ketanaya Tonamonaye Katonayo Namaya Tonaye Yatena maya tunayo name arayatana maya tunaye Ketana yatona munaye karakatona ya meyonaya Yashkara katore karaya Kreshkatora yonamaraye
Sayo
Ketara
sua sayo wata.
karekatona ma Ketara
Shukaya kuata ya tayo
name
wasa wayata
Ketana ya
yata.
norayo kata ya tunayo namarayo naye Kreta ya kayo na yo name naronayo naye ketunaya Yatehina rakayo
Kia wayata
namaraye
wasa ka wayata.
Ketana ya norayo
Ayata
naye
wayata ta.
kayo nayo
Ayo
nayo
wasa wata
naye
yata. Mama wayata ka kia ka. Kanana wayata ya wasa wasa. Si wayata kuwa kana na mama sia. Sa mama sia kata tia. Tuata lua.
Nishkanaka toyo tarayaka kako mekaraka koto yokoraka taka kaka kora yakaka shikitira to yakaka kota rakaka koteka neka haraka to troko to kaka to troko to pekaraka koko 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 yekaka karaka kaka 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 yakaka
Lalu ya tana wa
Tara
saka
yata
kia papa wa
yate.
chia ka kia ka wana na mama wa shia ka kuya ka ta ia wa sa ta ia papa wa shia ka kia ka kanua ai ta ia sawa suya kania wa shia shakuna ka mama wa sia suya kia ka hua taya suwa teota Humba ya hata.
Terakat Eka kotara kota kamakayo karaka koto 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 kata kata koroko koko kiyaka kaka kaka meka kaka 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 karaka taka koto kotoroko shmikita kotara kata kaka kama kaka koko
Humba ba saya wata kiwata kuaka kayata eyata kushaka eyaka wata kana wata sama yata Ria wata sowata kiata wata tayata wata ea kia shana ni wa sua kaka kania ua pa iata ua saka tua kia shana na nua ia ta tua kaia kiata kusa ia wasa kiata kuia shiaka uata kumbaya ta hiwa sayawa suaka iata hunga kia waya sua
to, ya to. Peko, taka, 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 koto, peka, taka, koto, peke. Peka, yo, peka, koko, kika, pika, pokoko, peka, kaka, kaka, kato, ke, peka, kaka, pobe, kaka, kaka, koko, teka, pika, kaka, kaka, peka.
Chiwayata waka, kikuakaka, tiwayata, kyunuasa. Chiwayata kuaka nanaya ha, nawa siya ha tua, kihatuaka nama. Iya wasa wayata wata. Kuya shiakata na nawuya kiyakaka kuaka iyata wasa. Sunapa. Payaka. Sashawata. Shawasawata. Yawasa wata hiyaka. Kyakawasa yawata. Namawasa kiyata uatiyata uashiaka. Mbaya tunaka tuayata uashiaka uaka na uayaha. Yaka tuayaka tuaya. Hasua eata uata. Tuma ia mama uia kia huaka. Kunga.
Tanata su ayaka na ana ayato sana oyelanata anata ashunata yelanata ayata anata yelanata ayaka anata sanata toto ayaku ayelanata nata shu yata yata masua yaka nata yata shwaya ayatunata sakayata anuyata kanama yatu ayakanata shu ayatuna
Peka no kotoko, mika ya kako kotoko, nakakayu mika ya. Yato, peka kakata kakata to, peka to, peka kakakato, mika ya kakakapapo, peka kakakato, mika ya kakakato.
Ayisua, saya kuayata hayata. Taya watua, papa wasaka. Kiawayata, tayo wasa wata, hayatua. Kiawaya waka. Iwashia wata, wasayata wata, iwakana uwashia kuayaka.
Ayakai yelenata sa amatuna takayata sa ayata nata ayata ashuma yelenata katata tunata tata ashuma
Nekakato koko kota papa pokota ko to papa pokota kata karo ko yoko toko meka kakakakota trayatoshki tata toko payaka kata nakarakato shmiki tata yate
Mama wayata kia shakuata iwa tayata tua taitiata sai wayaka kua kia kua kana na nuwayata data tua suaka huaka shuka shua
Itaku maichi aku machi iana ikawa iara uacha pai tayo kona istiana wati.
Baya tua teia kana ua shiaka. Kua sha ueata ueata. Kua bayata. Bayata. Bayata ua saya
Ayaka
kuata.
toko nara.
Saya wata 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 hayata kasa wata.
Nata yo pekata to no kotaya kata ya katoko to mika kata koko kotata yo tekato pakaka koko toroko toko meka koko tayaka koko kita kaka tukaraka koko pekaya kokaya kako
Kakuayata
peka
kaka kuayata kaka
yate
kuayata
kaka
kaka.
kaka kata koya koya
Kaka kaka kuwa kaka kaya kia ta 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 kaya ka imba papa banua papa wa sa suya ta
ye kata mo kaya kata te yato kana kaya kata maya yata namaya kata tika tekata
Aya taya tana taswaya kaya tana ya tana tashwaya tasu maya ka aya tana ya ka yelna tashu aya tana tas aya tano ya ka ya ta ya tana maya kwana tashu aya tana tasu aya tana ya maya tuna ya ka yelna tashu aya tana maya tashu maya Ayamaya Tayata Asuaya Kayama Tunaya Tokaya Tata Toto Sumaya Toto Ayatuna Ayata Shu Mayatuna Ayakaya Yelenata Amaya Tanata Suaya Tana Yakaya Yata Natana Tushu Ayako Ayata Nasayata Mayata Yata Eliyanata Mayata Kayata Nata Sakayata Mayata Tata Mayata Nata Shui Yelanata Naka Ayata Manata Yata Sui Yana Mana
Haruma Shawashikwa Kahosanihu Susumas Ini ya hatanum natisi makahia kwatashi kianana. Ini hiya naku hatayum muchuku shukunia. Nunia nakawata.
Toko yo to totoro ya kata
Wow, wow, wow. Amazing, amazing. Right, before I forget, I'm going to transmit this thing because I didn't write it down in paper. And I'm going to start from now on writing things on paper. But I didn't do it this time. Identification with the fear that we are experiencing. They were saying about this tendency that we have to identify with the fear or with this transformation or with the stuff that we are experiencing. Anything that doesn't feel like flowing, they were asking to do not identify with that. Our tendency as humans is to believe that we are that fear. That fear, because it happens in my childhood, is me. That fear, it might have happened in another timeline, so it's me. I received this abuse when I was little, so the problem is in me. So everything we tend to attribute to ourselves, everything we sort of identify with ourselves. They were asking or advising, giving some advice to start making consciously a detachment from that we are experiencing. How? With courage, with the strength, and by even saying, I am not this fear. I am not this fear. And because I am not this fear, what I'm experiencing now is only temporal. As it's only temporal, soon will be gone. And I will focus on healing. I will focus in everything that brings light to self. And I will continue expanding and expanding. So they were telling those things for the times coming, because more things are going to keep coming to the surface, so that we can break through all of that by dissolving what we believe that is true. We believe when they come that is us, that fear, because we are feeling it, is us. They say the first step to make is to put it aside, put it like a hologram outside of you, and then start observing that as a hologram and start detaching from it. It won't happen suddenly, but put the intention. Use your skills and tools. Ask for help. Ask for brothers and sisters, as we were saying before, ask for entities around to help you in that process. But the first steps to make is to break that identification with the fear, with the thing that is trying to disturb us. Because it's happening to us, we believe that all of that is happening to ourselves alone. And it's not. It's not. We need to break through that, sometimes the illusion, because it is a delusion. That we are healing wounds. Yeah, we are healing wounds. But to allow the light to come in, we need to put that identification like aside from who we are. It is there present for us to address it, but it is enough to address it. That is enough. Once you address that is there, just put it there aside and say, you are not me. You've been there with me for a long time. That's why I feel you like if you are me. But I am going to say goodbye to you soon. It might take 1 day, 1 hour, 1 second, or 1 month, or maybe 1 year. But I'm going to tell you goodbye, because you are not me. So you are light, you are love, and that will become who you are. That will become you. So let it be, let it be. We have to do it from our courage, from our inner power. We need to identify with the light. And how do we do that? This way, the way I explain it. That's what they say there at some point in the transmission. And yeah, many more things like while beautiful songs, healing humanity, as if they were coming to the times when we were babies. A lot of feminine mother energy flowing. Incredible. I mean, it's amazing. It's like every week it becomes something beyond my imagination. All these transmissions, so beautiful. Anybody of you have had an experience you would like to share with the rest of the group?
Sure, I can share.
Sure.
Well, it is in line with what you were saying, but what I saw, there was a portal whereby they were trying, they got the hand through the portal into this side, and they were fine-tuning those things for us. It's like a dial that then there we're turning it. And then what I saw is that, how am I explaining it? Like if I see myself in 3 places, my past, my future, and my present, and they were all in one space where they would all merge into one, and you have to heal that because you're not your past or your future, you are one with whatever there is, and by healing it, everything, like you would unify into one with the oneness of the world. That's what I was able to see, which is in line with what you actually saw, which is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Yes, Melissa.
Hello. I also got like a lot of healing vibrations from that as well. Like that's been coming up quite a lot. But I don't know if can you see that? Is the top bit?
I'm going to make it big.
Okay.
In there. Wow.
So the bottom bit was when we were doing our blessings, and then this was what I got from like the first intention for the top.
So the part in the top is from the intention?
Yes.
And the bottom part?
Is when we were doing the blessings.
The blessings, all the blessings together.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow. Did you get any feeling when you were channeling them? Something in particular?
It was more probably just like the healing kind of side of it as well, like just creating balance and harmony, and yeah, it was just kind of just about that, and expansion, and I felt a lot of like love in my heart as well, so it was just the journey.
Many of the people who start channeling this coach, they also experience in the beginning, like the channeling of them, they channel them, and then gradually they start channeling and getting messages at the same time. But in the beginning, they want everyone to get also into the, like warming up the engines to let the coach come through. So if you feel like, oh, I wish I got more messages, do not get into that mind thinking process, because it will come. If it's meant to come, it will come at some point. And this happened to all the people I have seen channeling this galactic and angelic codes, which are amazing. But yes, I just asked just in case there is something that came through. Yeah, thank you, Melissa, so much. Thank you. Anybody else who would like to share? Yes, Elle.
Hi, I had a really good vision. So when it came to dedication, they showed like this commitment to purpose, and it was just wrapping around the earth like in a blue light, which was beautiful, because I think like for everybody to survive, we need purpose, right? When we get old, we either get a dog that needs us to walk them in the morning to get up or whatever. So there was a lot of purpose being gifted. And then at the end, I was sitting on top of the world, and then there was like 2 blessings. I can't remember what they were. There was a masculine and a feminine in a ball, and then they got placed up, and they went into like a harmony. And then it just started raining blessings all upon like the world and stuff. It was really, really beautiful. I just want to thank you guys. That felt amazing. I do have to leave in about 10 minutes, so I'm just going to say goodbye before I tap out. But yeah, that's what I saw.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you so much. I do share that I mean, I did see that same vision that she had, and it was amazing. Yes, so amazing, so amazing. It's like, and I feel we do it together. That's the amazing thing. For a long time, we have thought that there are other beings doing these things. Yeah, we are doing them, doing these things together with these beings. This is the incredible thing that we have got to this point where you can already recognize that you are part of that architecture, geometrical architecture, and all that work that we do in so many levels. It really feels amazing, and the sharing is happening more and more and more often. That a brother or a sister mentions something that they saw, and you can say, "I was there. I was there. I was witnessing the same thing." So it feels really amazing, and that's why we do these sort of questions in this group, because sometimes the mind tells you, that was only me having that vision or having that thing. It's not even worth to be shared here in the group. But then when you share, when you do share it, that you can find that a sister, someone who hasn't talked just yet, had also that experience, say, "Oh my God, I was there also doing that." And then, yeah, that does help a lot. That give us also a reflection that what we are doing, what we are experiencing is actually true. And we need that also. We had that part, still that part of our left brain still active and keep telling us, no, that hasn't got any logic. So as it hasn't got any logic, it can be true. So that is still interacting with us. So it's very important that we reflect with each other this thing, and that's why I feel like, asking around and saying, "Did you feel something?" And if you don't feel like sharing, it's okay as well. I'm just saying that if you had some experience and you feel like sharing it, is going to be always helpful. And sometimes it doesn't happen during the time we are running here the groups. I get messages, private messages in Facebook from people that tells me, "Do you remember what we had this day?" And we Brother Tower or Brother Wesley mentioned, "Well, this is happening to me now. Do you think that there is a connection with this?" And I say, totally, because we have to start also understanding, or it will be good to start understanding that there is no time really. This time doesn't really exist. So if it happens in a week time, in our linear time for humanity, well, in many levels doesn't mean that time really. We are going through that experience, but that doesn't mean that other beings are seeing all that process the way we live them. They don't. They just seem like consequential. Like Sister L is experiencing this, Ramsey is there, and Ramsey is there. Ismael come to play, James then come to play, and like this, and then we add and we gather and we become, we create and we manifest. And this is like, to me, it's just like sculptures or architects creating and supporting the light here on the planet. And that's what we are doing in so many levels. So Ellie, if you at some point you leave, Happy New Year. Obviously, from all my heart, thank you so much for everything. It's so amazing to have you as my family. I look forward to keep expanding our experiences here on the wall. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. And so let's give some votes to these things that steal our minds. Let's give some space to feel, to let's say, like, analyze, but instead of analyze that much with the mind, let's give the opportunity to the heart feel why we are having those experiences. If they feel good, give them the chance also to be there for you, to be there and feel them and experience. Let's see what is telling you, or if you feel like sharing with a brother or sister, just contact that brother and sister and share that experience with them, because most of the time there is something to do. I often don't know why I feel the call to contact a brother and a sister, and I feel just by sharing only a silly detail to the mind is really silly, but that little detail for my brother and my sister who receive it means a world, really, because they needed that piece of information to complete something they already knew, or that little push. Oh, you are getting that also? Yeah, I do. Oh my God, I needed this confirmation, and then poof, your brother and sister expand, and you also expand by sharing that thing that you thought in the beginning that was silly. So this is how powerful something that we believe with the mind that it might be meaningless, it becomes meaningful. Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead with another intention. James, would you like to have your first intention in the group with us? Well, whatever you feel in your heart to you would like to set that intention for.
Yeah, I would like to for everybody for the no competition, for everyone to feel equal, and just love and compassion for it to take place.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Wonderful. Wonderful. So whenever you're ready, please go ahead. Much love. Shagwa. Ishawanana.
Siyata.
Shanau Masiyawanata Shawa Shawata.
Kiawasa wata.
Nita Yeshua.
Shiwaya tuata kiyaka kuana.
Shawanata Shinawama.
Suya wuyata kuaka kiyatana nanuwayata.
Tishawanata Shiyawama Tishana Watatianatu Mashawata Yanawama.
Nasua isia waya wata wata yakatana. Wata yataka kiyata. Kusayata suwayata watata yata. Shaya waya tuaka tana wayatata wasaka yata wata.
Umata dinana kumata shawa maju.
Sayawata. Sayawayata tuata lalaluyata ka neiyata. Nasama wasaya tiyata wayata Kayashashiata Shri Waka Tua
Akao makaeshao
Papa Wata Kuata
Eshao mahe Chumaka chumachi Yo mahe Yo mahe nao
Namasuata Sayaka Wayata Kakakia Kana Nana Wayata
Chakaheta Amatsanakahuma
Shaya Wayasa Wata Tiyata Kana Nia Wayata
Tese Shawumaya Shawantao Machae
Sayawasa Wata Eata
Umachao Machinaka Umachawa
Koyata ia wasa wata.
Tasina kakatisiana kustia. Sososia kuhatus ayana kastisia kwa.
Kuwayata sawata kiatata nawata.
Nagomasayen. Sumatsau maena e.
Nayakayi wata ayata wasata wata.
O mahena o maen. Tata o mesetai tau machai haumam.
Shoya wata asatiat.
Nataina hayen.
Anataya kayata, Otamayata nata, Oyakaya naha, Eyata tusama, Oyakaya natana, Una iyana, Umatayata haya, Oyatana mayaka, Yatanata saua, Umayala, Noyakaha, Nomayala yanae, Iyanama, Tayakaha, Yotanatasa.
Tuayata sawayata ayawata yaka uasa. Sayuwayatua yata uakana na uakana uataha.
Ai saum taitaum tisanaum makastene takunatasniaum makaisaum.
Kuasa yata wata. Sayuwa waka uwe shia wayata. Uata.
Atashao machaitao bashinao mahaine ao taye.
Suayata tawata wambia bayakwata.
Anao maesao maesao masehe. Antao matsain takamakata sawanta yeshawama.
Kiwayata wata ye ki akatana kuwa shakiyata hata.
Nomata destiny ako akatasto te kita tau matsaka itaka.
Wayata tia kuona tata uia shiaka tia kanua yata.
Oba sa po bisa papai sukupa sikata tuku tututustitiana.
Apapanua taiua kia katanua tia taua shia wata hua.
Arinaku atasawa. Nichakupa chisakwa tatiana. Wata.
Taiwata. Kuwayata ka uia tia kakana yawahasa. Suwayata wata. Joia tuata ya sini wata tua ya takakua kiakata takua shakiata seio ya taoata kuna ia wata kua ia shakia saia taua kaua ia tata suia tata wata kuna kia kakana wata ia kua shakiata sauia wata ua na uyata ta na na uyata so uyata ba yaka uashia uasa uyata kunga ki yakatanu uyata mama iwata
Nama kahutataisia na kutataisia umba isawata. Isawani agunta tayumna na tasawata. Ese saona ahatayo no kuana. Isene ekawata tao sawana tese. Otete sukunta yumna kumachi.
Arete to tiki mate ko roto ni tiki masono to ko roto na tiki mate rana te ko sono to ko roto tiki mate ko no to ko roto na tiki masi tiki moroto no tiki amaroto. Anate kato ko sono tiki piki roto te tiki mato ko to tiki marato to kamasa no to ko roto ni tiki mato ko no to tiki maroto to kamate kasanate ka roto no tiki maroto no tika rata.
uraria wa sawiyata wa suwaka sinato uyata ka kia ka nanda uia suwa sana iwa ta kia tata wata kia kuwata na mama iwa suwaka kia kaka
Matiko sono tina no koro no tadana matika no koro sono tika natika sino to koro ta ana to koro to tiki matike to koro to ne me te koro no
Nagaunda saesa natu sentai.
tiki tiki moto ko tiki
Enehitu siantana sao. Tasaine tasao masai. Tasae.
Petiki nate ko no tiki mate ka to ko
Usawaneshe.
si tiki no to koro to no tiki
Shinta
malo to
kumateshe.
koro to tiki mato
iwata wasakata wateyata waki yakakana
Shine deshi ama kusise. Nishi ama.
basua sayata wa
Nisha.
kiwa siwa ta wa ya shiaki ta nana wa yata sa wa yata wa ya kaka na iwa mba wa kana
Oh, nata.
Nate ke matika no to ko nanda ka mata kwasta nate ke no to ke marato nate ka nate ko nate ka atoko ora to ka matika sanate ke nate ko moroto tiki matika no to ka matika so no to ko rete ni tiki tika moto ko no to ka rete tiki no to ko roto nanda tiki masa no to ka rete
sa wata siwa ta iwa ka kuwaka kashi wa saya sa suwa sana ya katia tata ua yata na nanua taya papa uasa suwa kata mba yatua kunga yata sanunga yatua shuwa mba yatua kakaka kiuna mba yatua suwa kiyata mba yata ua siyata nga hiwaka kuwaka wasawata suwata wata Taia kuata tiata kunga hua papa ya tua sayata satuata mba
no to ka nate ke marato sanate ka rete no ko no to ka matiki no ko sanate ki mitiko no to ko roto no to ka mate ka rota Atiki sono to correte ne matiko no to kamatiko to kote ke matika to tike matiko sono to koroto na tike matika roto na tike matika siti tike mo kono to koroto tike petika no to kosana tike rata tike poveroto.
Nata yata koi nata kanata suwayata nata kayata nata waya nata kata tata sawayata nata ayakaya nata tu ayakanata tata suwayata tatu mayakana tata ayana tu huwaya nata kanata su nata yakuya nata tu ayanata shakwayata kata atukana yatakata no tu ai yatanata saha ai yanata ka anata unata asakaya na tu ko ai yakanata tatana tu yanata takanata sa anata yakata na tu mayanata na shu hayakunata na tu mayanata kanata sa amaya tatata shu mayatata shu amaya kanata sahayata natonata kahaha ashumaya kahaha natana asahayata ashayata kanatana amayata amayata amayatu hayata nata maya kanata asuyata nata ayala namaya koyala nata tumaya kanata tata asayata manu ayatana ayakaya nata nata suhu ayatana tata tata
Matata kono koro kono tiki stimeti kinat koro tanat ki kono to koni matiko sono tiki nana te kora tanati ki kono te kata komara te kasi tiki koro atiko.
Takamashu shau taikoa anakata sikatush chakuakata shakawata yanaka ishaku mamachiki antakakwata.
Kakatu rakataka mika. Yakato pekarakato taraka. Yamaka to nikayako pekarakoko peda.
Koesia sa uya ta ua shiaka. Tai ua saku. Sana iua tai. Ta tua ta tatana ua. Hiatana nua ta eata. Sai ua ta ua. Kaia ta ua shiaka. Kiatanua eata oa sata. Satua iaka tataniata. Kuna ka iaka kua shiata. Suayata iata papai waka kuna kaiata sauayata wata iata saya papa wa saya suaka tania suapa
Takarakato pekarakato. Yata kastapo. Tokoravaraya.
Aswaya kai irnata amaya kwai irnata shuh amaya kai irnata muanata kanata sayaka anamaya
Kaskato.
ya kanata tuto
Nera ya
ayata
kostarayata.
anaka yatanata sa wayaka
Yakata yaraya.
amaya ganata ushwai yatana ayaka ayelnaka anata sa ayatana o ayatana ko ayatana to
ayata
Koskataya karakato pekarakata kakata.
Inando to komareta no to korata. Titika matakoro no to kosti titika mo.
ya sauayata wata shiaka
Karakata.
toma sa sayuayata
Teko pekarakata kata kupeka kata kota kata koko taka kata 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 koko toko taka taka kaka kato peka kaka kato. Ya kaka ko peka kaka to koko peka ya kaka kaka peka kaka ya taka patara ya kata. karaya kakarakate kaya to naraya kakapika kayata nashkarakate yapo sarakata ayita namaya kashkaya Yeraraka kayote karakatape yatanamaya kakato nayakata pe tatata ko rakatake
Asawata, Payawata, Suriwayata Wata, Payawatia Waka Kuaka, na Ia Wasa Wata, Ia Hata Kiaka Wata, Chuasa, Mba.
no maya kata pe kata tata to pe kata tata papa katu pe kata paya kata pe kata popo popo paya kata katu
Kosana tiki nante karata na tiki sono tiko mati karata na posana tiki pikaro tono tiki
Suesiata, Sandi Wayata Ua, Kiaka na Uaishiaka, Kiako Atai Atau Siwa, Sayoa Kiaka, Kiaka na Uyata, Taiaku Yasuata, Sawata, Mbayatua Kaiata, Suata.
tiki nante koro tonde tiki mati kasono toki miti karanto kone tiki nante karata na kipati kasono toki tiki maro toto mati ki sono toki karata. Toto tiki mate ko tiki mate koro tono tiki mate kasena tiki no tiki mate tono kora
Notona sakayana ta shuhayatana ta huayatana ta sayakayana ta tutana ta nayakayata sanayatana ta kayana ta umaya kayana ta ta tutu sayatana ta yakuayana ta ashamaya kayana ta anata mayaya kayana ta nata saayatana uayatana ta ashu Ayato Yakairna Shoya Kanata Unata Suna Yakairnata Natuma Nata Shaya Kuirnata Nato Soanata Yakuanata Nayata Ashama Yatanata Suhaya Kairnata Nata Amaya Kairnata Natuhuanata Nasuna Ayakairnata Natuna Ayatana Saekirnata Natana Yatunata Natasa Amaya Kairnata Amaya Maya Kairnata Maya Takairna Shanata Ena Shanata Kairna
tiki mo tiki mate kana to ko no to peda mate ki si tika roto to komaro to ta kemara to ta asa tiko
nakatapo katatato pe katata kotayata
Soyata Kataya Katanua, Payakua Shiaki, Sayua Taya, Kaoyata Huasa, Sua Sana Naiwa Tai, Tayakatio Kua, Kushiwa Sa Su Sa Na Nia Kua, Kia Kuata, Suaya Siata Oa Hashiata. Huasa hiata huaka hiaka huaka ha hiata hauata. Hua siata ha.
pakatapo popo kotatata papa paka tuti kata 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 popo ya kata popo 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 peka popo 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 kata kata
original ne kina
kata
tiki pati koto pasta na te kate tiki pata koto te tika pata tutika pata koto nene te kaparoto te kita pata titi koroto tiki
Tiko
pata
toko taka paka katuko koto 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 ko peka.
totike masa totike marata tike mata kose mata karato totike peti kapate tika paroto tiki peki te karoto tika pata te peki koroto tuka mata karato pesi tiki karoto atike
Titi paka 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 peka.
Iwatata, kuyatata,
Kepaka
na
tu penana ya kato peka tata kola kaya kato peka kaka poko poko ya kata mekana ya popo popo keta ya ta keta po papa kako taka taka maka ya kato kota kata nama ya kakota ya kata kota nama kaya Yakatamu, mamamu, mamamu, mama kayaka, po, pakata, papapu, eka, kapaka, kato, kita paka, kata katika, koko, peka, nakayakata, tana mayakataka, po, pakayata.
suwata, tata iya wata, hua shiakiyata, kaya wasa wasayata, taya wakiaka na nana wuya shiakiaka, kaguakiaka, kakakiaka na.
No karakata po kakatara kataka kakakata para papa katakataka po katara katapa yakato pe kakaka po kakaka papa po kuta yakaka kita para pakako po yakatara makataka ko to kataka ko pe kaya kataka papa kako to kataka kapa yakaka kapaka po Pekana pakara kaya po kara kaya po peka ya paka ya kana maka po peka kaka para ya kata kate katau katu peka kaka to ya kata po peka kata patana kaya kata to peka ta to peka ya kata ka po kita ya kata kai papa Ikarakatu kuturukutu peka kakarakatu peka kakatarakata pakaya Ekatatapaku popo kata ni makatakaku pika ya katakapu pika takatakapatatana ya katakataku to kakatakataka ya katakatakapu popo to kakatakatakapu pika ya katakatapakatakatakatakaku to pikash kaya takatakatakatakatakatakatakatakaku piketa kaya katakatapata katakatakatika ya katakatakataka ya katakataka Pika taka ya kataka yate apa kata pu pika ya kata pika ya kata pika ya kata pika ya pika ya kata pu kata ya kata pika ya kata pu to ya kata mika ya kata paka ya kata pika ya kata pika te ya paka pika kita ya kata kita na kata pika ya kata ya kata te pika ya
Wasa, wasa,
ya paka kita ya kata kita ya paka ya te karama ya kata pika ya kata ne kata kush pikita prata kata kai kata ya kata
sayatata, wata,
ya kata
watata, wasata, wayatata, kuatayata, taya, wasayata, naiya kuwa, kiasha, shiata, kuasayata, wata, naiya wasakia, kiakakana na wa yata, Suayata uayaka iawa. Suayana uyata uata. Kiata ta uayakia. Pasua sinia sua iaka nana uata. Na uyaka kiata suayata. Suyata uyata uata. Kiata nanuayata. Papa uasata siata kiata. Kia uasia. Siua taya. Taia tanana uasia. Siua suaka. Siua ta. Tiuati. Tiuata. Gaya tua kayata huasata nasuyata. Siwata tua. Tiwa tiata. Nana wasa. Siwa tia. Taia kakuayata huasa. Sayawatia ta uasaka uasia ta ia wata huata kiwata ia wasa sunaka na maiata kiwayata ya wasa siwaiata wa kiwayata kungayata Mbaya uasa iwa taia kuia ua sua ua ia ua bahua taya ua taya kuaka kiata suata ua kiata uasaka uaka miwata Mbaya tawa hasi Iwasa tiwa
Maheyata yakaya naeyata sawa yakaya mataya mayana mayata ya samaya mayata mayumaya sumaya maya na mayumaya sumaya naya maya sumaya ya mawaya numaya kawaya shumaya maswaya yonamaya shumaya numaya sumaya namaya umaya tahaya umaya kaya natuaya chuaya kaya nataya nataya taswaya kaya nanamaya kuai natanata uaya kaya tanata ayakaya nata asufamaya tanayaka nayata kaya nata taswaya katanatu Anatakae Elanata Suma Ayaka Ayumayata Wayatanata Sha Ashu Hamayakayari Elanata Sayaka Nashuma Nata Ayaka Natas Amayakae Elanata
Rakata, bekata, rakataka, taika, rakata, beka, rakata.
Onatae nakaomanawa Enatao matae saoma Anatae kanaomae
Yakayata Numai Akayata Nasa Mayatana
Anakaka tataomai kena Oma sana shana omaine
Taiwa ya tua kaoa shia shiwa ya taya kua kaoa shia uasa suayata ota Ayasako wataka iya kanua kaya wasa Suaya siata watakia kakana uayata
Umatana kata umai sene chana kumai sana humasan sama 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 sama. Oh. Wow. Did you ever feel the call when you are doing your light languages to create music together, to put the light languages together? We have this group where you can join, and yeah, you can share your light languages if you want, and maybe do something from there to transmit also to all people, like we just did, because it's very powerful, really, really, really powerful when we do these transmissions. And this 2022 is another year to celebrate more expression, to open up more to celebration, and to start singing more and more in every moment in our lives. So yeah, they were really inviting us, all our ancestors and everyone, to start joining groups, to start playing more with expression, with music, with sharing things, expanding, and putting aside fears and excuses, and yeah, it's like go ahead with those calls that you feel in your chest or somewhere, because you will get surprised what you can do all together at any point. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful transmission. I was gone so many times. I came back. I traveled. I felt a lot of healing in my whole entire body. I saw and felt a lot of healing as it was happening in my body, in the entire humanity. And they were songs of care and celebration, and detachment from that we consider our enemy, fear. A lot of detachment from that. As we know, we will be bombarded more in the times we have ahead, but we have that powerful tool, if we want to call it tool, but at the end of the day is our own power. So don't let anything disempower the powerful being that you are, because you have the power for everything. And once again, like it was said before, if you forget for a moment who you are, contact a brother, contact a sister, contact someone who can reflect who you are and will remind you who you are in seconds. Will tell you few things that will remind you who you truly are, for sure. Ishawaya naku sawataisia oshanaku chaasisha otachawata. You are like they were representing like you are melody, and you never stop being melody or sound and frequency. It's only when your consciousness focus on something else, when you create the illusion that you are not what you truly are in terms of who you are, love and light. So it's that when we lose we have this ability to, in whatever we focus our attention, we become. So focus your attention on what you are instead of in what they are trying to trick your mind, telling you what you are. So it's not, don't take this like it's me telling you you are something. Go inside your heart and find out who you are. Feel what you are, and I'm sure that you will get to find that spark and that light that you are, and will resonate with what I'm saying also, because we know how we are this. They are just trying to tell us that we are not, and we are constantly. They will try in any way they can, but we are much more powerful than that. Expand, expand, expand. Ishawata. Any other thing you would like to share with the group that you experienced during the transmission? I see the faces like, wow, with the effect from the transmission. It's like, come on, Ismael, leave me alone in terms of asking questions, because I'm so happy. In the state I am, I'm already in peace, I'm already flying, so let me be here and enjoy. If you feel like that, if you do really feel like I just described, we can wrap up also here. This is, and then go to sleep with this feeling. Or if you are somewhere in the world where you are not going to sleep, well, just do and continue with this feeling during your day. But I think it's a nice, very nice feeling to go on, continue with the week that we have ahead, with the saying goodbye to 2021, and yeah, and take that energy to also celebrate, that you make it, you really make it, and that's amazing. And it's important to take also some time in this last day we are going to experience, to take all that time to look back and say, yeah, we make it, and we made it all together. So good, well done, and I'm so happy for all of you watching the video, for all my brothers and sisters here in the group, and for all humanity, really, for being so brave, for being so powerful, and keep remembering who you are. Keep reminding also your brother and sister that they are that love that you feel in your heart, because you feel it in your heart because the same thing, the same reason that they are feeling in their heart, because you are all that love, because you are that one, and we will keep growing and expanding for sure. Yeah, please.
I did some like doodles. This. This is from the last transmission.
Beautiful. Chawa. Inapatai. Te sawa machao patase. Tai chikata natu. Chishiana katasawa taita. Ishawa nata. Never let with the mind judge whatever comes through yourself. Never let it judge. Don't matter how it looks like. Never let it judge. It's going to judge, but be in peace with that. Let's tell to the mind, okay, I heard you, but I will proceed with my channeling. So thank you very much for all your thoughts, for all your judgments, but I will proceed doing this because I know that they will take me somewhere at some point and I will connect every piece of the puzzle. Shawatai, shawatai, nahuatai, anata. And you will find that at some point, even those thoughts and judgments, they were not trying to be against you. They were just trying to respond to something that is complementary later on, but not now. So nothing really is against, nothing really is. But we are readjusting and we are understanding the whole picture, which is so vast, so huge, that honestly we need to take time to process it. And sometimes we are just not patient. We just want the things to be understood now. Because we know, and on the other hand, that everything is happening now. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, but here we are having a human experience, and that human experience is unfolding. So we need to be patient with the process of unfolding, and that takes time in the way that is designed. This, let's say, matrix that we are co-creating, let's say. Yeah, watia na kumata tai shi no tu shu tu si ni chia wata. So they are celebrating your gifts, and they are saying that please let them expand. Keep going. Don't let anything stop you. Yeah, the same message. Yeah, with other words and celebration. Like massive carnival. So beautiful. Any other message? Any codes? Any transmission? Anything that you would like to? Yeah, Melissa.
I wrote down, we are all equal, we are all one, we all have a heart, each and every one of us, so let's use it to spread light and love out to all humanity. And then I choose that. You see it?
Let me make it big. A second, like that. Oh yes, yes. Look how similar the codes are, or I find them similar, the codes to yours, Luis. The ones around the symbol of the infinite. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much, Melissa, and also for the channeling message. I really resonate with the message as well. I had that. I had to admit I forget a lot. Because I let myself also merge with the experience that we are having together. And I feel like if I stop to write down the message in a piece of paper, sometimes I feel like I'm interrupting that wonderful feeling I'm experiencing. So sometimes I do write it down, and sometimes I say, no, I'm gonna enjoy because I deserve it also. And please do that because these transmissions are for you also. So yeah, we are here to volunteers to bring light and to bring messages to everyone, but also give you that pleasure that we are also here to enjoy our transmissions, and that's amazing and that's lovely. I'm doing that more and more because my guides keep reminding me it's not you about having to coordinate the group only. It's also part of this that you enjoy more what you are having with your brother. So lay back and enjoy the trip, and yeah, I go like in a trip with you guys to do healing, to feel the healing in myself, to do this message that you say, Melissa, I felt it, I saw it as a vision. What you read in the message, I saw a vision saying the same. The vision was saying the same message that you say. So it's just incredible. And yeah, it's reminding us to stop that silly competition, because it's nonsense. It's just you separating yourself from everyone. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, because it's contraproducent. It has only a positive purpose in terms of reflecting the direction that we shouldn't take. So that is a positive purpose, to don't do what we are doing again. So that will keep repeating like a pattern for as long as we keep trying to separate each other. Once we surrender and we accept that we are all one, that truly, not from a concept, but from knowing, from accepting, from embracing that we are one, that's it. We will find our inner peace with everyone, with everything, even those things that we don't understand just yet. Give them time, because they will need time to unfold something for all humanity also. Those things that they are so contradictory, that are happening in the 3D world, that to our logic and mind and heart, it says like, oh my God, this is madness, really. That madness will make sense also at some point. It truly will, truly will. Maybe now it doesn't, but it's playing also the divine plan, so that consciousness on earth expand. And it's happening, it's happening. It's incredible how fast we are really allowing that surrendering happen, and how we are, so many of us, awakening even farther and farther to levels which are really mind-blowing, really amazing, really amazing. So if there is something that you can say to yourself, guys, girls, children, all humans, all light beings, is well done to yourself. When you say goodbye 2021, you say to yourself, well done, because you did it, and we will keep going even further and expanding even more. Yeah, it will be in our hands to make it even more beautiful. But that's why never lose hope. Never lose hope. No, don't listen to what says the opposite about you being that light, and your brothers as well. Yeah. Anything else you would like to add to this week?
Ismael, I have to go, but I wanted to say thank you. I think this was the first year that I joined Light Languages. I think I started early in the year.
Yeah.
Or maybe I started a bit earlier in 2020, maybe.
Yeah.
End of 2020. And then we did the hypnosis in January, and then I joined. And then a few months later, I got activated.
Yeah. And you have been going through massive changes, through a massive journey. Yeah.
Yes. So I'd like to thank everyone for believing in me and inspiring me, and being my astral family, basically. Feel home every time I come, and I hope 2022 will be together more often. And I don't know if it's just me or if it happened to you as well, but it seems like Light Languages is growing everywhere. At least to me, it pops all over social media. And when I go on YouTube, when I used to search for Light Languages a year ago, I would find like 10. Now I find like hundreds. And I don't know if it's the universe telling me something, or if it's just really expanding everywhere. So
He's getting everywhere. Yeah.
okay, because I see it everywhere.
That's lovely.
But anyway, so I hope you all enjoyed the rest of 2022. And we'll see you in 2022, and we'll always see each other up there anyway. So
big hug to you, lovely. Big hug. Thank you for everything, Elsa. Thank you so much. It's so nice to have you in the family. Yeah, it's so nice to meet here. Bye bye, love. Bye bye, guys. Yes, the same. Have a wonderful week. If one of you wish to do an intention that we haven't done today, we will do it next week. Write it down, and we will continue next week. Don't feel like like we left something undone, because we will have more time to do more things, and we will continue these good things that we are doing together. Enjoy the what is left in the year, and celebrate. The message is celebrate what you have achieved, and celebrate who you are, and keep and let everything expand. Surrender. So have these things on your heart, on mind, and in every single cell and DNA part of your body. Enjoy. Much love to everyone.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. See you soon.
Such a joy.
Ciao, qua, Tiana, qua.